It's time to run the Indy 500 in Project Cars 2. Well, maybe for the case of this video, we should call it the Indy 100 or maybe even the Freedom 100 because we're only doing 40 laps. But it will be a pretty effective simulation of what to expect in a general IndyCar race because of the fact that Indy cars can only make it about 28 laps around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on fuel. That means not only is there a mandatory pit stop, it's mandatory because of the fact that if you don't pit during this race, you are going to run out of fuel, which will make a very interesting dynamic throughout the course of this race. Of course, if you played Project Cars 2 on day one, tried the oval racing, and realized it sucked, it was because it did. But in a recent patch, they have actually fixed the oval track racing, especially for the Indy cars, so that the AI are very, very competitive. They race you very hard and actually are able to race or create a very competitive and interesting race. I'm going to be starting from the back in the car that you see here. No, I'm not driving our Lord and Savior Buddy Lazier's car because he's not driving it in the real Indy 500, even though he's actually shown up in this race, ironically enough. I am driving the Helio Submarine. The car that Helio Castroneves will be driving to try to get his fourth Indianapolis 500 win. I'm going to be trying to get that for him in Project Cars 2. It's an absolutely beautiful livery, and it looks even better on the new Aero kit, not this old Chevrolet one, which has wings and things all over it. So, the Indy 500 Project Cars 2, a 40-lap race. Let's see where I can go, starting from the back of the field. So, starting the formation lap here to begin the Indianapolis 500. This is another thing that they patched, not only the oval racing, but the formation laps. They actually improved these so that you can actually have a decent grid coming to the start-finish line. Got Tony Kanaan directly ahead of me, or ahead of him is Buddy Lazier, and then Will Power. That's going to be the entire row of competitors starting ahead of me. Of course, in this game, we start Indy 500 style, which is, of course, the correct style, at least for this race, 3 wide, going to the green flag. Now, it's a tough field of competitors. It's going to be hard to move my way up. It's going to be a bit of a strategy thing as well, trying to get up through the field. Let's make sure my strategy is right. I actually said it during qualifying, or not qualifying, but during practice. Let's just see. Yeah, okay, we don't need 20 laps of fuel. Probably go down to about 15 to give myself a little bit of leeway. We're going to go with the Indy primary. Obviously, that's the only thing you can get tire-wise, and we're only going to fix the aero if there is some aerodynamics to fix. Generally speaking, we're not going to be blowing up our motor here. We're not running a Honda, and we're not named Fernando Alonso. So I think we'll be all right, but you never know. All right, so the field begins to form up as we come through turn number 3 and into the short chute. I believe the row ahead of me, without Power and Lazier and Kanaan, is Pagenaud, Aloshin, and then James Hinchcliffe. The pole sitter is actually Oriol Servia in the Schmidt-Peterson Motorsport 77 Honda, sponsored by Lucas Oil. So here we go, ready to get the green at the Indianapolis 500 here in Project Cars 2. Very 60s style start because everybody's going down real slow for the green flag, and we're underway at Indianapolis. The field pulls away from me early on because, of course, not because of course, but because of the fact that I have a gearing for speed rather than acceleration, so I guess they geared for acceleration. But Tony Kanaan, way to the outside, 3 wide all the way through. Lazier starts to fall back a little bit. Everybody's kind of very, very cautious through turn number 2. There's still 3 wide in front of me. The entire row is staying together. Are we going to go 4 wide? Sure, why not? Lazier down to the inside, Power down to the inside. Yeah, he just said 4 wide. So the spotter can say 4 wide. And we'll go all the way to the outside. Matthew Brabham digging up some dirt, as well as Townsend Bell there. We'll follow the mad Russian Mikhail Aloshin there down through turn number 4 and onto the main straightaway to complete lap number 1 of the Indianapolis 500. Up into 6th gear. And we're going to find 6th or 5th gear. I'm in 5th gear. Can I find 6th? I almost said 7th gear. And that would have been very strange as it gets an understeer through turn 1. This is a thing that's going to be a problem. is that you're going to get understeer behind other cars. And it's a realistic thing, but it's very tough to pass through the corners. You kind of got to set them up on the straight, set them up on the exit of the corners, and pass it that way. Wow, that's a lot of understeer. Maybe I should have put some front wing in this thing before I went racing today. Got Townsend Bell looking behind, as well as Simon Pagenaud. Of course, the car is also full of fuel, so it's going to handle a little bit differently as Alonso goes dumpster diving down there to the inside, trying to get some grass picked up for whatever reason. And now the tires are starting to come into their own. I'm starting to catch a lotion, so this nice draft down the back straightaway is certainly helping me out. I'm going to drive in very early to the corner to try to compensate for the understeer behind other cars. You just see how much I have to crank the wheel. Very unstable as Alonso's going to go down to the inside of this yellow car. Not sure who it is. It might be Spencer Piggott. It might be Ryan Hunter-Ray. Actually, I think that's James Hinchcliffe. Never mind. That's teammates of Schmidt-Peterson, Alonso, and Hinchcliffe. And Alonso had to back out of the throttle in turn 1. So I'm going to get a nice run behind him here. Again, don't have to go too hard early on. It's a long race. It's as long as the Indy Lights race at Indianapolis, so. Oh, man, that was a big push. Man, that was a big push. I missed my apex. I was in behind Alonso, and the thing pushed up big time. Thankfully, Townsend Bell, for whatever reason, is really falling off the back of me. So as you hear the race engineer, I may be able to turn along a little harder, though I really slid the back end going into turn number 1. So I got to refocus here, get things going, and here comes Townsend Bell behind, as well as several other cars. It looks like Matthew Brabham, as well as Simon Pagenaud. And Townsend almost dove it up the inside there. Going into turn 3, he may have a run down the main straightaway. We'll see. Going to go down, use that line that everybody uses toward the end of these Indy 500s in the modern era to kind of hold your position. Absolutely send it off into turn 1, get loose down there because there's some dirt that's been pulled up onto the track, probably from Alonso driving down there every single freaking lap. Well, I guess that's kind of like real life, even though I guess Carlos Munoz is a little bit more of the guy who dives down all the way to the grass at Indianapolis. Townsend Bell looking behind me, can't quite pull up behind me and pass me just yet, but he's looking. He dives to the inside, trying to get some clean air down the straightaway. Not sure what he's thinking there. And just holding off T-Bell at the moment. He's looking to the inside. He's still right there. His car's handling very well if he can hold it behind me through the corner like that. There's Townsend. He's looking to the inside. Is he going to be able to get there? He's looking. I tried not to heed that position. I did have to lift off, though, because the car slid around just a little bit. Look at how close Townsend Bell is to me. Oh, we made contact. Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. That was way, way too close. Maybe I shouldn't have fought him that hard for it. I didn't damage the car, thankfully. That was way too close. That was a close call. It's not what we want to be doing right now. Woo! Got the heart rate up. Okay, let's refocus and try to catch a lotion. So get right on the curb that time. That is very much an Alonso line. Alonso liked to use the curbs when he came here last year. And now pressured from behind for Townsend Bell. It looks like he's getting passed by Pagenaud down there into turn 1. Again, loosening up the car there on the dirt. Doesn't seem like I have all that much momentum right now, especially in 1 and 2. Really losing a lot of speed through the corner. Oh, yeah, that was too much curve. That is way too much curve. Okay, David, stop with the curve usage. I need you to cease and desist with the curve usage. Holy smokes, and here comes Townsend Bell once again. Because again, I'm driving like absolute hot garbage right now. All right, I'm going to stay out of the dirt this time, and hey, look, I actually improved in turn 1. I can run a little bit lower in turn 2 because there's not a bunch of dirt out on the track. Okay, I'm adapting to the circuit. This is what we need to be doing. And Aloshin looks like he's getting held up by somebody up front, so hopefully I can start to put some lap times together here and get going. What position are we in? Running 7th, so right mid-pack. Here comes Townsend Bell. Looking behind, I gotta run that wide line in turn 1 because of the dirt. If we get a yellow flag and get a street sweeper out there, clean that dirt off the track, please. Townsend looking behind, trying to get to the inside, can't quite get there. In turn 3, I'm gonna shut the door on him. And there is a slow car up here. Is that Aloshin? Why is Aloshin going that slow? Well, regardless, it's going to drop him back into the clutches of me. Big run down the main straightaway. Ooh, car just really understeering behind the traffic. You can see how much more out to turn it. This is unbelievable. This is great simulation, I will tell you that, but it's definitely does not make my job any easier. So in behind Aloshin, really drafting him up, getting some clean air down into turn 3, lifting off the throttle. Car sliding through there. Woo-wee! That was something right there. All right. Aloshin kind of slows me down a little bit. Need to reconvene here. Driving down in the dirt. Had to get clean air. I guess clean air was better than clean tires right there. Out of turn 2 in the draft. Pick up a big toe here, try to get going. Behind Aloshin. Try to maintain the throttle pinned to the floor. That's how we do it right there, boys. That's much better. That's much better. It's still a little bit of a brown pants moment coming out of turn 4, but we're all right. 6th gear. Better be. I really took some risks in that lap. Again, Aloshin just pulling away. I got to get this run here. It's so tough with the dirty air. It's so tough with the dirty air. I'm not going to shift into 6th this time. Just going to keep it in 5th. Oh, had to back out of it just a little bit there. Took a little too much out of it. Turn 3. Car started sliding toward the wall. I caught it though. Definitely did a lot of sliding there. Did not help my lap time. Townsend Bell starting to close in just a little bit. Cars in front really starting to battle with each other as well. That's a car falling back. That may be Serbia, who started on the pole. In fact, I think I got the 3 Schmidt cars in front of me, which is kind of ironic. But that is potentially 3rd place, I believe, since I'm running 7th. That's 6th, 5th, 4th. Okay, so I could get to 4th if I can get past these 3 cars in front of me. See what I can do. Ooh, again, I caught that curve. Man, oh man, oh man. But thankfully, all these guys running together will hopefully help me out here. Looks like Townsend Bell is really falling off the pace. Oh, God almighty, I should not be on that dirt. Gotta keep putting that wheel down there because I'm just trying to get through the corner without having to back off, getting too close to the outside of the wall. I don't want to do that. Picking up the speed down the back straightaway. Aloshin looks to the inside of Serbia and actually passes him. Actually passes him pretty easily. So that's interesting. Serbia looking back to the inside. In fact, they're both catching Hinchcliffe. So it's 3 Schmidt cars all running ducks in a row in front of me. And there's another car that's joined this fight. So I could theoretically get up to third if I could pass some of these guys. But is that possible? Serbia looking to the inside of Alonso. Oh, he's down in the dirt. Wow, that's a cowboy move right there by Serbia. Can I capitalize? Can I capitalize? Can I capitalize? This is about as good of a run as I'm going to get. I had to back out just a little bit. I was catching Alonso too quickly. Because that's a thing that can happen. Had to back out of it. Couldn't drive in behind him. My God, this game is good. Wow. I'd argue you can't find a better oval racing experience than driving in to turn 4 at Indy behind a car, slower car. You think you can pass him, you can't because of the dirty air, and you just caught him in the wrong part of the course. You had to back out of the throttle. Find me a game that can do that better than this. Goes Serbia through the dirt, dragging more dirt onto the track because Lord knows we didn't have enough on the track already. This may be a run. I had to slide the car through turn 1. Couldn't quite get there to the back of Alonso. Well, that's way too high in turn 3. Had to back out of it again. Man, there's 5 positions I could pass right here. Oh no, there's one car coming into the pits. So the leader is in. I believe that's Hildebrand. But it actually slowed down a lot of the rest of the field as Hildebrand came off into the pits. Oh, and I had to get on the brakes there. I had to get on the brakes in turn 1, but now down to the inside. Oh! And I finally got up past Alonso. Finally got it past Alonso. Holy smokes, that was as close as it's going to get though. Had to jump on him, had to pounce. I had to pounce, otherwise... Oh! Hinchcliffe, you dumb, stupid SOB. Hinchcliffe decided to back out in the middle of turn 4. And almost I ran up the back of him. That was close. That was way too close. Now I'm back here running by myself again. All by myself. And we're on lap 21. So we should have to come into the pits relatively soon to make the mandatory pit stop. And here comes another car off into the pits. That is, well, Bryan Clauson. So Bryan Clauson running up towards the front. Had to back out of it there, but I'm catching Serbia. No, that's not Serbia, that's Conor Daly. Have I been calling Serbia Conor Daly this entire time? I suspect I have. Or calling Conor Daly Serbia this entire time. I suspect I have, but regardless, it's Conor Daly in front. That was not a good corner right there. And maybe Bourdais in front of Conor Daly. So Bourdais and Daly. Teammates this year, Dale Coyne Racing, the 500, but of course Daly is the only car. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Daly got shoved in the dirt by Bourdais. I bailed out of it because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I got a bit distracted by what was going on in front of me. Now here comes Alonso behind me. Don't really want him to pounce either. But Daly's going ham right now, going for that lead. And now Bourdais backs out of the throttle, coming off of turn 4. Look at that slide! Holy smokes, but into the lead. I knew I had to do that because I needed the lead. I believe I just took it. Let's take a look. Yep, P1, lap 24. Now I'll try to pull away. Let's see what we've got here. We've got 16 liters left in the fuel tank. Going to be having to come in the next couple of laps here. The speed limit is 37 miles per hour, so I can understand why everybody's peeling off or lifting off the gas so early to come into the pits, but at the same time, boy, oh boy. So here comes Daly. It's me from Daly leading the 500. Wouldn't this be something if the real Indy 500 comes down to Helio Castroneves and Conor Daly? I don't know who the crowd would cheer for. Because, of course, Daly's from Noblesville, Indiana, and Helio's going for a 4th Indy win. I don't know. Lap 25. Going to be a couple laps till I need to come into the pits. So we'll be starting lap 26 here. Probably going to be next couple laps. Don't have any red indicators on the fuel yet. But boy, it's nice to come out here and lead this thing. I'll tell you what. Definitely nice to have clean air. The car actually feels really nice when it has clean air. It just doesn't feel all that nice when I'm in traffic. Don't know what we're going to have to deal with once I come out of the pits. Will I come out in the lead? Will I come out in traffic? Who knows? Will there be lap cars to deal with? Obviously, it's not a very big grid. Daly into the pits. I've still got some wiggle room on my fuel right now. So I'm leading by 3 seconds over Conor Daly. Down the back straightaway, looking at the fuel. Probably can push it one more lap. Interesting that I've made enough fuel to go past lap 28. I don't know where I was saving fuel, because I've been driving pretty hard. And the pits board should be out. You know, we're gonna request the pit stop for the next lap. So this will be for all the marbles right here. Will my pit crew be able to get me in and out of the pits in good time? Oh, as I tip that apron right there again. And I've got a 5-second lead over the second place man for whatever reason. Oh, that car hasn't come into the pits, and I almost lost it coming through turn 3. That was almost a big mistake. So down on the brakes. Let's see how quickly I can get it down to 37 miles an hour. And there it is, a little too early. So now under the pit limit. I should probably get in the outside lane, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble with myself. And yes, the car behind me is in the pits. So I'm not the only one into the pits right now. This is going to be a race off of pit lane for the lead. And the other thing is I've got to be careful not to stall it as the car comes around to unlap itself. And into the pit box I go, clutch in, brakes on, and hitting my marks relatively okay. Waiting on the fuel. The front tire changer very slow. He's done now. Yeah, I was not going to stall that one. That was not happening. And I do come out ahead of the car behind me in the pits. So now it's going to be all about getting onto the track around the warm-up lane. All right, here we go. It's a 10.2 second pit stop. Not the fastest in the world, but it didn't need to be. Now bringing up the speed on the warm-up lane. I'm not even going to check what my position on the track is. That is, I believe, probably getting passed for the lead by Townsend Bell, unless I'm very much mistaken. So I'm going to have to go get Townsend Bell. Clip the grass there. There's Oriol Servia and Bryan Clauson. So yeah, that's 2 positions. Servia and Clauson are for the lead. For the win. And for all the marbles. And Clauson is catching Servia quite quickly, I might add. Nobody particularly close behind me. I know what I got to do now. Fresh tires. Pretty light fuel tank, all things considered. Actually put a little bit more than I needed in just to make sure we can make it to the end. And we're within 10 laps to go here at Indianapolis. Car seemed pretty slow through there. Not sure what that was all about. Scrubbed a lot of speed. Yeah, I'm really scrubbing a lot of speed. I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe I need to get down to the 4th gear. I don't know. I guess I'll go to 4th gear. That's an interesting fall off. Not really sure why it's doing that. Seems like I got the acceleration a little bit better this time. Through turn 1. Off of turn 2. Okay, acceleration. I guess I just lost momentum there for a second. Not exactly sure why. But Serbian Clauson still up there leading the pack. Now I need to find a way to go out and get after him. If I can get in their draft, I think it'll be all right. The car is really feeling pretty good right now. I wonder if they hold each other up. The problem is they've got that lap car of Townsend Bell in front of them, and I suspect Townsend is actually helping them go faster down the straightaways. We're working lap number 33 right now. Man, I would really love it if they'd get side by side. I think they are. Is Clauson down to the inside? He had a look on him. Scrubbed more speed through turn 2 that time. The people behind me aren't catching me, so I guess they're experiencing the same kind of fall off that I am. I don't know what I'm going to need to do. I just don't have the car right now. Guess I got to just try to run qualifying laps and just hope and pray that they screw each other up a little bit. Just trying to hit my apexes pretty decently. And the back of the field is catching me, so I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't really want to let somebody around to take 3rd place. But if I did that, would I actually have a decent draft? I don't know. Here comes Hinchcliffe and Brabham and a whole host of others. Maybe they'll at least give me a bit of a draft from behind. May help me out just a little bit. Form the pack up and go get the leaders. Whew, I was close out of turn 2. That's kind of Calamity Corner. There goes, oh, that's a lotion down to the inside. That's not Brabham. Leaders are still within striking distance. Or I'm within striking distance of the leaders. We'll see. The leaders are on lap 37. They're through turn 1, and I'm just entering turn 1 right now. Definitely need a little bit of help. I'd love some help from that lap car of Townsend Bell, but I don't know if I'm going to get it. I actually pulled away from the AI cars a little bit there, so that's a good thing. It actually looks like I'm closing them down just a little bit. The cars in front, Serbia and Clauson. Can I catch them up? Can I pass them with 2 laps to go? I just don't know. Right out next to the wall. to find as much pace as possible in this car, and here comes Hinchcliffe up behind me. But it seems like his aerodynamics behind me are actually pushing me into the corner a little bit. He could do that a little bit stronger. I don't know, and if Clauson could get up to the back of Serbia, maybe they could get side by side, put each other into the dirt. I could get a run like I did earlier in the race on the Lotion. I guess the one thing I kind of wish I could have done, you just can't do it in this game, is take some wing out of the car. I would have liked to have freed up the car for this last run. It definitely feels a bit stable. And to chase somebody, chase somebody down, you don't need a stable car. You need something that's going to go fast. I don't quite have it right now, but what I do have at least is a little bit of speed. But we're on the last lap, final lap of the Indianapolis 500. Chase them down. I'm closing in on them. I just don't think it's going to be enough. And they're not racing each other. That's the problem. They're not racing each other. And I just cannot close the gap down because there's just no way I can just make up so much time. I see them out in front. Oh, I should have gone with the original plan and do a 50-lap race because I probably could have caught him in 10 more laps. But regardless, it looks like Project Cars is predicting Oriol Serbia will win the Indianapolis 500. We'll take third spot, matching the car number of Helio Castroneves, and Helio is denied another Indianapolis 500 win. So it was Oriol Serbia by 0.3 of a second over Bryan Clauson, Helio Castroneves in third, driven by me, Michael Lotion fifth, James Hinchcliffe fifth. Then you have Sebastian Bourdais in sixth, Conor Daly seventh, Will Power eighth, Matthew Bravo ninth, Simon Pagenaud 10th, and 11th is Tony Kanaan. 12th, bringing up the not necessarily the rear, is Buddy Lazier, and finally last is Townsend Bell. So that was the Indianapolis 500 in Project Cars 2. Couldn't quite get the win. I would like to do even longer races. I said in my oval testing video, I was like, man, I'd like to do a longer race. Now that I've done a longer race, I'd like to do an even longer race. I do know that there's an achievement in this game called the Milkman Achievement that you complete and win an Indianapolis 500. I might like to tackle that sometime, so let me know if you'd like to see that down in the comment section below. Look at that 4-wide action on the first lap. That was a bit of a gutsy move by me, no doubt about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more IndyCar content, more Project Cars 2 content, and more Indy 500 month content. I believe I'm releasing this on Carb Day, so if you haven't already, enjoy Carb Day and enjoy the 102nd running of the Indianapolis 500.